channel. So today I am filming a kind of like end of season overview, review kind of thing about like the event season, obviously, because that's the end of the event season now. And someone, I think, requested it from what I remember. So yeah, I thought I'd do it. And that's what I am here to sit and do today. I'm gonna get my BE record up and any other events that I've done, unaffiliated and stuff, and try and show you everything I've done, explain, tell you my results, how the overall day went and everything like that. And yeah, quite different kind of video, a bit more of a sit down one. I'll probably insert clips here and there, but yeah. Also, I don't know when this is going up in comparison to the Thoughts Out Cross Country video. It could be before or after, but I am filming them on the same day. When these videos are going out, I'm actually in Dubai. I'm leaving on Friday. It's currently Monday today. Well, I should be going to Dubai, fingers crossed, everything's okay COVID wise, everything like that. But yeah, I'm meant to be in Dubai from Friday, and all these videos are going up while I'm away, hence I'm pre-filming everything. Before I put some makeup on, make a bit of an effort and get all these videos filmed so I can still upload while I'm in Dubai, hopefully on my normal upload days, Wednesdays and Sundays. If I haven't, I am really sorry. But I've tried my best, especially because it's been really rainy, so these kind of sit down indoor videos have been a lot easier for me to film. But anyway, I'm going to get on, otherwise this video is going to be so long. I think it's going to be quite a long one anyway. But yeah, let's dive into my record and camera roll and see what I've been up to this year eventing wise. Right, so I've just sat down, gone through my camera roll, gone through my BE record and written down every event I've done this year. I haven't done loads of BE or really eventing in general, and there are a few like months off here and there. But yeah, I'm gonna go through it. I'm not too sure how I'm gonna do it yet, whether I'm gonna tell you everything and then insert clips from it at the end, or whether I'm going to insert, like say I talk about dressage, then put the dressage footage in. I don't know, but you will see, because I'm going to decide when I've edited, and well, when I'm editing, and yeah, obviously you'll see what I do. So yeah, right, so at the start of the season we did kind of go out all guns blazing, all three horses. First to actually event this season was Kira at Osby, which is one of our very local events. I think it's about half an hour, 40 minutes away, not far at all. In the 100 under 18 section. And this was like the 2nd of April, so right the first weekend of April. And this was actually an event that Kira did well at. I remember we didn't love that day. It was absolutely like freezing cold, like freezing the whole day. We were just so cold. And her dressage, I can't actually remember that much from the test. The later on events I can remember a lot more, but I can't remember a huge amount. But we got a 33.5, so I'd say it was a very average test. That is usually kind of where we sit with Kira. I think the second half of this season, obviously I haven't evented her, but her dressage has improved so much. She's become a lot more like uphill into the contact and just a lot better. So I'm hoping if I do some BD or I event her next year, our results should get a lot better than that. And then Showjimping, I do actually remember the Showjimping. She jumped really well until the last fence. She just completely didn't clock it and just went to run for the warm-up ring. And last minute I just like yanked her back in and she managed to keep it up. And she went clear around the Showjimping, so that was really good. And then cross country, we actually also went clear, which doesn't happen very often on Kira, so that was really good. We actually got 4.4 time faults. The only thing about Kira is she gets quite moody with me if I start kicking her too much, so I do tend to get a bit of time on Kira, because I don't want to like annoy her, because she is opinionated enough when we're out on course, so that's why we got time. But we did go double clear on 33.5 dressage, and that actually left us in 13th place, which, thinking about it, is probably about right. We would have finished on like 37.9, if I've done my maths right, so that's probably about right. Some events you'd be further up for that, but I guess it just depends. And yeah, so that was Kira at the start of the season, and then Kira kind of goes downhill from here. But anyway, the next event that I did was with Phoenix, and it was at Norton Disney, which is another one of our very local events. It is about 40 minutes away, and this was around April the 9th. I've got rough dates here, but so that was the next weekend after Osby, and she was in the novice under 18 section. Our dressage, I actually think I remember thinking that was a really bad test, and she got a 42, which I think was deserved from what I remember. I'm pretty sure she was just wanting to canter in every trot work that we did, and was actually quite naughty in that test. If I've got any footage, I'll put it in, but I don't know if I will have footage for that. But yeah, she got 42, which is awful. When I know that she can do so much better, but she was naughty, I do remember that. And then Showjimping was also terrible. Now she got 3 poles. I'm not saying 3 poles is terrible, but she was so unrideable. She was just not listening to me at all, taking off wherever she wanted to, and was not listening to me whatsoever, and that obviously resulted in the 3 poles. And I remember coming out of that round and just being like, what has just happened? I don't know if I've got the video, but one of the fencers, she just literally decided she basically wasn't going to take off till she was in the fence, and took the whole fence with her, and yeah. But then cross country, she flew round. I can't remember exactly how the round went, but she went clear. Cross country is always Phoenix's favourite part, and she got 1.2 time penalties. I think that's just where I pull her back a bit too much into fences, which I have stopped. You'll see from my later on results. But yeah, 1.2 time isn't bad at all, but we were already out of it that day anyway. There was no chance of a placing or doing well that day, so that was that.
Skinny viaduct, just 1 to go now for Harry Bonnie and Watkins.
Easy. Good girl.
Johnny Fensel in Wizard and at the end, so in third on 37.6. Skinny viaduct at 19 then.
And then towards the end of April, so this was kind of around 24th, 25th. I'm not sure, I haven't gone into a calendar and told you precise dates. I don't think you're that bothered. But next event we did was Solihull. Solihull's a bit further, I think it's about an hour and a half for us. not awful, but a little bit further than the other ones we've been to this season. And I actually took Duncan here. Oh, my phone. Right, the phone stopped ringing, so I'll carry on. I don't know about you, but we never pick up our home phone. Like, no one has our home phone number, so it's usually sales. Hence, I just had to let it ring. But anyway, Solihull, I actually took Duncan. We did 2 separate days that weekend, and I took Duncan the first day and we did the B80. I think my mum just wanted me to do the first event back for her and just get Duncan's confidence back up as well after having the winter off. So I took him, and the dressage test, he was going so well for dressage around that time. And yeah, he was really good. His transitions were so much better. His counter transitions has kind of gone downhill a little bit since then. But yeah, he was going really well around this time. And he managed to get a 25.8, which is actually the best dressage score on my record. Better than the girls, even though personally I wouldn't say that Duncan's dressage is better than the girls. But it was a BE80 test, so obviously not as technical as a novice test. But yeah, he got 25.8, which obviously we were really happy with. And then Showjimping, I remember taking him in the ring and he was awful. He just was bombing at every fence. I don't even know how he managed to pick his legs up, how fast he was going. Obviously they are quite small jumps for a horse of his size. He's like 16.2, so the 80 is quite small for his size. So it's not like it's hard for him, but when he's bombing round at the speed he bombs round at, I think I have got the video to put in for you. Yeah, it just, I don't know how, but he only had 1 pole down, which was very lucky because he was awful. And then cross country, by this point I was probably dreading it by the way he show jumped. But I do remember cross country, and I actually think he jumped quite well. He does chip sometimes, which I try and stop him doing as much as I can, but he just sometimes doesn't listen to the leg. But yeah, anyway, he was really strong, like he was Showjimping, but I don't think there were any fences that I really thought he's going to refuse that. And he went round clear and inside the time, so on that day I finished on 29.8, I believe, if my maths is right, and he actually came 5th place, so that was really nice, just to get a nice result on Duncan and have a bit of fun around the BE80 track, because when I'm doing like novice courses for pretty much the rest of the season, it's nice to just go and have fun around a bit of a smaller course. Like I don't want to come across like, but when I'm jumping novice courses, it's like every course or walk I'm a bit nervous and I'm like, oh, these fences are really big, and you have to, I don't know how to word this without sounding bad, but it was nice to go around a BE80 course.
.368 on track. This is Natalie Brown. Tara Brown with Natalie Brown's Corrie's Room.
Boy.
And then the next day after that, as I've said, was Phoenix. Phoenix did the novice at Solihull, again an under 18 section. I can't remember a lot from her dressage. I do actually think it was quite a nice test, but again, I think she broke once, or no, she didn't break. She went into canter way too early. Like, we were meant to be cantering a few letters later, but she went into canter way too early, I'm pretty sure, because she was just so keen. But she got 34.3, which again, very average. I think I was a little bit disappointed with that test, but then at the same time, I guess at novice level, you shouldn't really be having them sort of mistakes. But anyway, yes, 34.3. And then Showjimping, I don't know why, because Solihull is actually quite a nice course, but at the start of the season, there were so many issues with Phoenix's Showjimping. Yeah, I've written this wrong. Sorry, I just noticed that I've written something wrong. Oh no, I haven't. Anyway, yeah, carry on. So she had 2 poles down, which isn't awful, but then Solihull's Showjimping course I usually think is really nice and really rideable. But yeah, she had 2 poles, which isn't the end of the world, but obviously it's wrong to not have 2 poles. I think I have got some video, but I'm pretty sure we took Max this day, and Max is just running around and round in front of my mum in the video. So I'll show you what I can. And then cross country, I remember this course was causing hell. It was a really big up to high. I don't know if it was hugely technical, although it was just one bad combination, but it was causing issues, this course. I think I did have to circle on course just because I wasn't going to make a turn to a massive fence from what I remember. I think I did circle, and I did get 4.4 time, so that's probably something to do with me circling. I didn't get any faults for that, but I might have got time faults. But yeah, I got 4.4 time, and that's probably again because at the start of the season I wouldn't really let the handbrake off. So yeah, I got 4.4 time. Not our best result, but a very average result, but I think I was happy with her at the start of the season with that.
Here she is. Go on!
And then next to go out was Kira again. It was the 8th of May, so we're into May now, and it was Kiso. Now it's really sad, Kiso is no longer doing BE, I think. I saw something on Facebook. Now don't hold me to that, but I'm pretty sure they've withdrawn all their events off the BE calendar, which is quite sad. But anyway, Kira did the 100 under 18 at Kiso. Now that's quite a long way for us to travel with Kira. We usually kind of say with Kira that we'll do local ones, just so we're not wasting too much time on her when we know she's not the most reliable. Now the dressage, I remember warming her up and she was just dead to my leg, like she was being so lazy. But the dressage is quite far away from the lorry park, otherwise we would have ran back and had a schooling whip to warm up or just something to pick her up a bit. But yeah, I just had to deal with what I had that day, and she went in and was lazy in the test and was just quite dead to the leg. So we got a 34.8, which isn't terrible, but yeah, I think if I just had something to G her up a bit, we could have done better that day, but whatever. And then the Showjimping, from what I remember, was a really nice, quite full up course. Lots of fillers in a really nice arena though. And she felt really good this day. I got a nice picture from this day. She went clear, which I was really happy with. And then the cross country, I did walk it and think this is quite a bold, scary course for Kira, because obviously cross country is her weakness and she isn't the most reliable cross country. And she had a refusal quite early on the course. I'd like to say fence 7 or something. It's this literally just like a palisade, but it had loads of flowers on top, and she had run out at that. But then we carried on fine. There were some quite technical and scary fences after that, which she jumped absolutely fine. And then we got off to a combination. I actually remember it was fence 12, and it was a log, one stride to a step down, and you couldn't see where you were landing. And Kira just cannot deal with that. So I don't know if we had 1 or 2 attempts, I can't remember. But she went, well, no, she didn't go, that was the problem. She wouldn't go anywhere near it. There was no chance of her going. So I retired her there and took a long walk home, which was nice. But yeah, that was kind of when we said, let's call it a day with B on Kira for now, because she's just wasting money.
658 now in section N. This is Tara Brown with her own High Glen Kiara, bringing forward a dressage of 34.8.
And then we're into June, and on the 13th of June, I took Duncan to a pony club event at Oakenbury Park. That's all I remember. I can't remember what pony club it was with or anything, but I remember where it was, and it was an 80. I wanted to do the 90, but we took a friend that was also doing the 80, so it made sense for me to do the 80 as well, just to not drag the day out too much. And from this day, I remember doing the dressage, and it wasn't awful, but it wasn't the best. I remember coming out and just being a bit disappointed because I knew that he could do better. And I can't remember the result, but I want to say around 32, 33. So quite an average result for an 80 test. And yeah, I wasn't over the, I wasn't that pleased about it. And then the Showjimping, he was bombing me round, but nowhere near as bad, I don't think. And I'm pretty sure we went clear. I will watch the video back and double check, but I am pretty sure we were clear. And yeah, I don't think it was bad at all. I think it was a lot better that day. And then the cross country, I remember it was quite a small 80 and I kind of regretted doing the 80 over the 90. But yeah, he flew it. Well, I say he flew it. I remember there was a fence that he very nearly refused. He just out of nowhere like tried to veer right for no reason whatsoever. Luckily I just caught his shoulder and popped him back in. But yeah, I don't know why he did that. But anyway, we did go clear and we didn't have any time faults and we did place that day, but I couldn't tell you where. I did vlog it, but it's not on my YouTube because I tried to edit that video and it just wasn't having it. So that never went up, but I did vlog that day and it was actually quite a good event vlog. Like, I remember there was a lot of footage because I had quite a few people there to film. But yeah, I'm gonna have a bit of a break because I've got a pizza sat waiting behind me and I don't want it to go cold. But yeah, I'm gonna quickly eat my lunch and then I will finish this. Well, I say finish it off, we're probably about halfway through. Right, so I'm back. Had something to eat and I am now back. So the last one I spoke about was Duncan in mid-June, and then we kind of had a bit of a month off from eventing. I couldn't tell you why. Phoenix was lame for a bit, hence she hasn't been out since April. I don't know why we didn't event the others. I couldn't tell you. I can't really remember. But next up was the eventing qualifiers at Burley. Now, we took both girls. I actually can't remember why because I would never do that. I think we were on a team of 3 and they wanted a 4th member just as an extra one. So if we can qualify as many people as we can, then we will. So we took both girls. Again, yeah, I don't know why. But it was at Burley Park. And first in was Kira. It kind of worked that day that it was Dressage for Kira, Dressage for Phoenix, Showjimping for Kira, Showjimping for Phoenix, and so on. So Kira went in first. Now, I was actually really pleased with Kira's dressage. I thought she settled really well. And actually a few of my old pony club instructors came up and said like how much me and Kira had improved as a combination. And yeah, everyone thought we did a good test. I thought it was a good test. And then we got a result back and it was 38. Now, I never got my dressage sheet, so I still don't know what the dressage judge saw. But yeah, I was really upset with that dressage result. And then the Showjimping, there was a triple And the first part of the triple, I saw a lot of people having it down, and Kira went in and just, I don't think she saw the back bar whatsoever and just completely took it with her. But the rest of the course, she flew and was really good. So she had that one pole, so that put us on 4 faults. And then the cross country, I think it was very early on in the course, but they had another one of them fences where you cannot see the landing, and she just was not going to go anywhere near it. So I just retired her there and then. I also knew that I had Phoenix left to do, and it was all quite rushed. So I just thought, you know what? Kira was never going to get around this course anyway. Let's just go and take Phoenix round. So Phoenix also went and did dressage. Also, what I thought was quite a nice test, and what I was told was quite a nice test. And again, it came out as 38. I just don't think the judge liked me that day. I have no clue why. Again, didn't get my dressage sheets. But yeah, I was really upset that both my girls got 38 and were right down the bottom of the section after dressage. Yeah, I really wasn't very pleased that day. And then show jumping. Now, we'd obviously been out of eventing for a couple of months, and we'd been really working on our show jumping. And she went clear, and yeah, she was so good. It was quite a slow round from what I remember. I think I just took her very steady, and some of the turns were quite tight, hence I took her quite steady. But yeah, she went clear, and we actually got a time fault or something. I can't remember, but I think we got 1 time fault for going quite slow in the show jumping, which was quite annoying, but we were clear. So we were over the moon with that on Phoenix. Like, a clear show jumping is just amazing on Phoenix because it doesn't happen very often. So when it does happen, it's quite special. And then cross country, we again was very rushed, just got on, popped like 2 fences and off I went. Now, she hadn't been eventing for quite a long time, and I don't think we took her cross country training before doing this course. And she was very spooky and very lucky for Phoenix, because Phoenix usually isn't at all. But luckily she did go round clear inside the time. She's always quite speedy. It's my fault usually if we get time. And yeah, so she did go clear cross country, which we're very pleased with, because again, it was causing a few issues. So she actually finished on, I think, about 39.40 on a double clear. Just her dressage score really didn't reflect her test, I don't think, anyway. And there was that annoying time fault show jumping, but that didn't matter.
Now we have 205 Tara J. Brown and High Glen Kiera with a dressage score of 38.8.
plenty of her.
That's your first refusal. 205 is first refusal.
So we're welcomed now by 205, just getting our paperwork in order. Unfortunately, having a few issues.
That's your second refusal.
Country today. She's representing the Beaver Hunt in the Beaver Hound team. Over the pole barn at 2, the log at 3 next for her. Is Rick looking for it? The horse 5 crush. Takes it easily and goes through the flag.
So then after that, Phoenix had qualified for the championships on that result. I think she came 5th or something. I can't remember. Or it was because she went double clear. I can't remember, but something qualified us for the eventing championships, which were at Wellington. Now, we've never travelled as far as Wellington for eventing, but it was really nice to go to like an international event, see the atmosphere, see the bigger courses, and because it was the novice, it was actually around the 2-star course, which was nice. So dressage, she did a really nice test again. Now she will never be one of them horses that gets the really low marks because she just isn't as expressive and uphill as some of these horses, and she is learning to use her back end a bit better. But yeah, she got 34.8, which I was a bit disappointed in. But then again, I was 7th in my section after dressage, so it was just quite a harsh marking section. So yeah, I was quite pleased with that, to be fair. And then Showjimping, I remember seeing the arena and just thinking, do you know what, for Showjimping for eventing championships, it wasn't the best. Like, it was all set up for like arena eventing or something, and the jumps were all weaving in and out of it. I don't know. It was an alright course. It wasn't bad. It was just a bit weird the way it was laid out. But yeah, she went clear again, which after there was some show jumping in between this, and she had like 6 poles or something, where it was a bit concerning. I'm not including all the other competitions. I'm literally just talking about eventing in this video, and hence I haven't told you about that. But yeah, she went clear, and I remember she did rattle 1 or 2, and I remember coming out of the ring and not knowing whether she went clear, and I was asking everyone at ringside, like, did you watch me? Did I go clear? And no one knew. So like, I didn't know whether to celebrate or not. And then my mum came over and I'd gone clear, and I was over the moon. Like, it just meant so much at a big venue like that, and especially for Pony Club as well, because I feel like I kind of have to prove myself a bit at Pony Club. But yeah, she went clear, and I was so happy that day because it was run, I think it was run 2-day, like in a 2-day format. I'm pretty sure I had dressage the day before, and then Showjimping and cross country were the next day. I'm pretty sure, unless it was 3-day format, but as in dressage one day, Showjimping the next, and cross country next, which I think it actually was for me. But yeah. And then cross country, obviously at this point we knew we were in with the chance of a placing if I went clear, so I feel like the pressure was quite on, not from other people, like from myself. I just wanted to do well, because I hadn't had any really good results that season, well, up to this point, and I just, like, I think I put a lot of pressure on myself. Didn't take my watch that day, which was annoying, so I borrowed someone's, and we went round. She felt fabulous. There was some, obviously, so I'm just currently editing this video, hence I look a bit different. I'm actually wearing the same top, funnily enough, but I've just realised my phone decided to stop recording and actually cut me off midway through my Wellington roundup, and then afterwards I moved on to Little Downham, so I thought I'd just quickly finish off the Wellington so you're not like missing bits and don't know what I'm talking about. Wellington cross country, I think I was on. Yeah, I had a lot of pressure from myself. It was my fault. And just really wanted to get clear, knew she was more than capable of going clear. So kind of went out with the expectation that we could go clear, which I knew we could. But we went out, jumped all the tricky combinations. There was, I think I've got a video of it, quite a really difficult combination, and jumped them all absolutely fine. Came to this double of shoulder brushes, and literally for no reason whatsoever, she popped out to the left. Like, I don't know the reason, and it's so annoying because if there was a reason for it, then I think I'd be more understanding, but I honestly can't think of a reason. I think I've got a video. If I've got it, I'll put it in. It's just like, it actually was more effort for her to run out than it was for us to just jump it. So yeah, that was really annoying. So we came back with a hefty 20 penalties. We didn't get any time faults, but not that it mattered at this point. And yeah, it was quite annoying because I think we would have been like 7th and would have placed as an area because I would have been one of the counting scores. So yeah, it was just quite annoying when we were so close and I knew she could have gone clear. It was just, yeah. But whatever, that's eventing for you, and you can watch the clips now.
Here's number 30, Tara Jane Brown, making Fire of Independence with the Beaver Hunt Pony Club. Look forward to dressage score of 34.8.
Well, those time penalties picked up by Dana Bevan and New Market Ambassador. Now unfortunately dropped them outside the top 20. They'll complete on a score of 30.
A long way off. And get to the best. With stride. Head to 4.
So 35.8 is completion score for Philippa Taylor and Alamo Friendly. She'll not move any further than she set her day off of 19th. So completed now. Section A.
Scores to count. So Daisy Amin and Jackass from the BWH. They're away. In fact, they're turning into fence for a...
So I've just filmed a whole clip, realised it wasn't filming, went on my phone and apparently it will no longer video, which is quite annoying. So I'm now filming on the iPad, so apologies if quality or angles etc have changed at all, but yeah, Little Downham, as I was saying, as I've probably said about 3 times now, I did film that day. I did an event vlog, so if you want to go and see how the whole day went, go and watch my event vlog. But for a rough overview, I had been working on her dressage so much, with her having time off. I really worked on her dressage because that's what I knew she needed to work on, especially with her being a bit lazy on her hind end and not really picking it up. So yeah, we worked on her dressage and it definitely paid off at Little Downham. She, because I'm now 18 and I turned 18 in July, I no longer need to do the under 18 sections because they kind of qualify for the next year and I'll be over the age next year. So I'm no longer doing under 18 sections, so I was in the novice, just normal novice section for this event. So yeah, I was against loads of professionals and she got a 30 dressage, which I was over the moon with. I can't think of any obvious mistakes that were made or anything, so I couldn't tell you. The dogs are being really loud, I apologise. And she actually was sixth after dressage, which I was so happy with. Obviously we were against professionals and it was really nice to like be up there after dressage. And then showjumping was like, it wasn't awful, but I was so stressed. I went up there with plenty of time given for warm-up and stuff for my time, and I was the last one in, and because I was the last one in and they were running ahead of time apparently, they wanted me in as soon as possible. So they were shouting at me the whole time I'm warming up, asking me to hurry up. I hadn't seen anyone jump, I didn't know the course whatsoever. I had to like work it out while I was walking around, and I went into that round so stressed. But no, she was a really good girl and I can't have ridden too awfully because we only had one pole and it was just where I let her run a bit long and flat downhill and she just took out an upright, stuck on her back doing something. But anyway, Little Downham, and then on to cross country, which I think I've said, but going into this round I was so not nervous, just like a bit concerned because all the training up to this, our cross country training had been awful, like not Phoenix at all. My riding, I just had like a bit of a block with my riding. But we went round and I felt it was our best round to date. I was over the moon with our round from Little Downham. We went clear inside the time, around some technical combinations, which she just absolutely flew. Like she had it under control, but I also felt that I'd rode a lot better. I'd stopped slowing her down so much and tried to prevent them chippy strides as much as possible. And yeah, we went clear and inside the time, finished that day on 34 and came 8th place, which was really nice to have a placing on our record. my last event of the season this brings me to, which was quite recently, 22nd, 23rd of October. This dog is getting on my nerves. She's so like itching all the time. She hasn't got fleas, by the way, that's not what I'm saying. She's just like always got things wrong with her ears and stuff. Anyway, Norton Disney, last event of the season. Again, did the novice in the normal novice section, and dressage, I think she broke into trot out of canter once, which is so unlike Phoenix. If anything, she's a bit too off my leg and doesn't really like her downwards transitions. So I was really confused when she did that, and it was quite annoying because that's not something she ever does, like ever. And yeah, but apart from that, I thought the test was alright, and having the result, it was alright. There was just a couple of movements which either I was inaccurate on, or for example she broke, and there was another movement as well, I can't remember what went wrong, but we got like a 5 for it. But apart from that, it was all like 7s, 6.5, 7.5s, and yeah, it was quite annoying that just like 3 bad marks let the whole test down. And we actually got 36.8, which isn't shocking, but isn't the best. And yeah, it was quite annoying that it was literally just them 3 movements that let us right down. And then the Showjimping, again, she's improved so much with her Showjimping. I'm so happy with how she's come on in the Showjimping. And yes, so we went into the Showjimping. It was a bit of a different course for Norton Disney. They're usually quite straightforward courses. No, it was a hard course. It just was a bit different for Norton Disney. The second fence, I just took my line wrong, took it on a bit of an angle. It was downhill anyway, and we just chipped it and had it down. But apart from that, she was really good, flying everything. So yeah, we just had that one fence, which wasn't the end of the world. I really wasn't bothered that we had that pole. It was just quite annoying because I feel like maybe I could have prevented it if I just took on a better line. I'm not sure, but yeah, no, I wasn't bothered by that pole at all at the time. And yeah, so then cross country, she was raring to go. I've never known her that excited. And she absolutely flew around. She was actually really strong. I barely had any breaks at all, but yeah, she went clear and inside the time. I did take an alternative option. She was literally just going too fast that I can get a turn, so I shouted not presenting and took an alternative option just to save any accidents happening, and we still managed to go inside the time and obviously clear. So yeah, I was really happy with that. I don't think we placed, I can't remember. But yeah, I was really happy with that result. To finish off the season, it's quite an average result. Shame the dressage let us down, but yeah, I was quite happy with that. It was fine, and it was quite nice to end the season on something we were happy with.
Yeah, definitely not an 18. And so far I've actually managed to keep the horse in the video the entire way round. Nice. Yeah, same. Like Amy can very easily just going for us again. Sweet test. Good boy.
But yeah, that is my 2021 eventing season roundup. I better leave this video here. I've got a horse to clip. The boys are actually going away for some schooling while we're on holiday because they're not very good when they're out of work, and Robbie would just get up to mischief if he was left at home. 3 girls are being chucked out in the field because it won't do any of them any harm to have some time off. And the 3 girls are quite good with each other and don't really get up to any mischief, so they're being chucked out with some big round bales of hay, and just, yeah, people are going to go check on them, check they've got food, water and everything, and just keep an eye on them. But yeah, so I need to get Robert clipped before he goes away. He's going early in the morning, so I need to get him clipped ASAP, and I've got my hair being done tonight because, as you can probably tell, my roots are quite bad. So yeah, I'm gonna need to get my hair done before I go on holiday. I don't think you lot care about this, but yeah, so I am gonna go and get on. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe. Vlogmas is fast approaching, so get subscribed. Also go and follow my Instagram because there are quite a few videos in Vlogmas that I'm going to need your help with. There'll be some question boxes. There'll be, yeah, just things that I need your help with on Instagram for Vlogmas. I need you guys to be involved in my videos. So go over and follow my Instagram, tarabrowneventing, to get involved with them. And yeah, subscribe, comment. I love talking to you guys. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.